Right, you lot. Let's talk Villa and Premier League game week 26. Yes, so Premier League game week 26 is pretty much over. It's only Sheffield United versus Wolves, I think, today as I record this video. It was a good week for Villa. We beat Nottingham Forest 4-2, and there's another result which is very, very good for us, which we'll get into a little bit later. If you are enjoying the more sort of overall review of these Premier League game weeks, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. We're that close to 1,500 subscribers. I'm sure you can do it. Share it around all of your Villa and Premier League fam, because we have a lot of good videos coming up. Now I should have a little bit more time to sort some stuff out. But without further ado, let's get into the lineup and the player ratings as Aston Villa beat Nottingham Forest 4-2 at Villa Park for I think it's our first win at Villa Park in 2024, you know. But let's go, let's get up the team. Little weatherman stance right now for you. Martinez in goal, a 6, conceded 2 goals, didn't really do too much wrong or right. Just one of those games, I guess, you know what I mean? You can't really give a goalkeeper more than 6, I think they've conceded 2 goals. Out of left back, Alex Moreno, I thought he actually looked quite bright until he got subbed off for Luca Digne after getting that yellow card when he just tried to like pants the geezer. I think it was Nico Williams or someone that got past him. He literally just tried to pants him or rugby tackle him. But apart from that, I actually thought he was a pretty bright spark in the game. So a 7 for him. Longley rather and Powell, I'd give a 6 each. I know Powell came off at half time, hopefully just a precaution, felt a pain in the back of his leg, and then Chambers got subbed on, who I'd probably give like a 4 or a 5. He's just not up to, I think, the standard of the rest of the team, to be honest with you. But again, conceded 2 goals as a centre-back partnership. You can't really give much more than that. And then Matty Cash, I'd give a 6. He looked a bit more of a threat going forward again. He seems to have regained a bit of confidence attacking in the pitch, but he was playing, Gibbs White, miles onside for Nottingham Forest's second goal. It's sloppy defending, it's lazy from him, so a 6 there. And then moving on to the midfield, so midfield forward is really where Aston Villa thrived in this game. JJ I'd give a 7, got the assist for the second goal to Douglas Luiz and looked a lot better than he has done in recent times. McGinn was nearly unplayable today, so I'd give him an 8. He was just here, there and everywhere, using that big back off to get space, twisting and turning left, right and centre, and his ball retention was really, really good. And then probably my man of the match, one of 3 that you could have given it to, is Dougie Luiz. Got 2 goals. First goal was a great finish. The second goal was a fantastic header. And again, just an all-round. You can't score 2 goals and get lower than a 9. Come on. And then out on the right, another man of the match contender for me, Leon Bailey. His first assist was absolutely magical. And every time he gets the ball, he's just twisting people inside and out. You can hear it in the ground. As soon as Leon Bailey gets the ball, you can just hear the excitement. And I love that. What a player he has been this season, and got a deserved goal to make it 4-2 in the second half as well. Moving up the pitch, my third contender for man of the match would be Ollie Watkins. A goal. Somehow he didn't get an assist. It looked like he squared it to Leon Bailey, but I haven't seen like the zoomed in ones, whether it was a shot and the keeper saved it. I think he probably should have got the assist for that. But again, making good runs, holding up the ball well, and great positioning to get an easy tap in for the first goal after some absolute magic from Leon Bailey for the assist. And then Yuri, again, a big involvement in the 4th goal. Considering he looks like he enjoys his food, ? He is actually probably one of the best pressers in the team. High press, it worked. Nicked the ball through to Ollie Watkins, back to Leon Bailey, 4-2. And Villa Park could finally relax after a bit of a sticky situation early in the second half. But talking about the game in general, of course, we did win 4-2. The goals coming from Ollie Watkins, 2 from Douglas Luiz and 1 from Leon Bailey. We looked good for large periods of that game. We looked good from the first minute of the game till about the 42nd. Then we had that little lapse in concentration that allowed Nottingham Forest back into it, and they came out of the traps hard in the second half, getting that early goal. And when I saw it was 3-2, I saw Gibbs White's goal. I was watching it and I was just like, oh, this is just not going to go well. And you could feel in the stadium there was some tension. But then we calmed the game right down. The 4th goal from Leon Bailey was absolutely fantastically worked. Like I say, from Yuri, that high press, Ollie Watkins managing to get past his man, and Bailey being exactly where he needed to be, and a deserved goal for him as well. And that really did just calm everything down. And after we got the 4th goal, Nottingham Forest never really looked like they were, going to be back in it. Yuri Tielemans hit the post as well. So we were the dominant team, which we'll get into the stats very, very shortly. But some worrying signs. But then I said it in my preview. Nottingham Forest, they have such pace on their wings, and they're actually got quite a good attacking side. And I think they're a good team in general. I think their league position isn't a fair reflection on how they play football. But nonetheless, a 4-2 victory. Let's get into a few stats. I'll ping them up on the screen here for you. In terms of possession in the game, 58% for Villa, 42% for Nottingham Forest. 6 more shots than them, 3 more shots on target than them as well, so doubled that stat. 6 shots on target, 4 goals. That's a good conversion rate from our boys as well. Passes and accurate passes, we've absolutely dominated them. And you look at that, only out of 488 passes, only 40 passes were misplaced. We were really pinging the ball about quite nicely, to be fair, yesterday. And we're back to a team that looks like top 4 could be a realistic chance for us to get the Champions League. But the stat that matters, obviously, at the top there, we won 4-2. And here we are with the rest of the results from game week 26. Kicking it off at the top with us, of course, 4-2 victory. You know the rules. We are back to looking like a team that are going to be challenging for top 4 and possibly getting it. We're going to skip a few of the results here and go back to the result that really matters, because shiver me timbers, but Man United's push to take over against Aston Villa really is going well, as they lose in the 97th minute to an Alex Iwobi goal, I believe it was, losing 2-1 to Fulham, the team that we just beat, and at home as well. The theatre of dreams is well and truly alive. And you know what? I don't mind Man United. I actually think they're quite they've got good players. I like a lot of their players, but the one thing I can't stand is Bruno Fernandes. I'm not even joking. I don't understand his stats this season. What are they like? 3 goals, 5 assists in like 26 games, and he's acting like he's the best player in the world. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. I don't think he's anywhere near world class at the moment. I think he had a couple of world class moments in his early career for United, but apart from that, I think he's just sort of like a good midfield player. But some of the stuff he does, going up and screaming in the referee's face after the game, when he pretended to be injured, he was like looking at the game, holding his leg and then getting up and moaning to the referee. He's just a horrible, horrible cheat, and I don't like him. I think he's bad for football, to be honest. Players like that just really, really annoy me. I'm not even joking. If John McGinn was doing what he's doing, I would be calling him out on these videos as well, and I'm sure our fans wouldn't stand for it either. He's just a horrible, horrible little man, and why does he look like a rat? It's so bizarre how he is built. But hey, get back to the chef job that you had in France, where you were controlling the bloke in the hat, Bruno, because you're just annoying everyone, I think, at the moment. Everyone's really seeing through the act. And I don't understand how he isn't getting second yellow cards for dissent after the game. And it's such a shame, because like I say, I like Man United. I think they're a good team. I like a lot of their players. I'm quite a big fan of. But Bruno Fernandes just ruined it for me. But they lose. Anyway, that's my rant over about them. So that was pretty much the best result for us of this weekend, was Manchester United losing. In terms of the teams above us, City, Arsenal and Liverpool all win their games. City didn't actually look that fantastic against Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth played well in that game, and only 1-0 for City. So some warning signs there for them, possibly. Maybe they are starting to have a little bit of a tail off like they did earlier in the season, but you just back them to win every single game they play. Arsenal are looking absolutely brilliant. They had that stumble in midweek against Porto, but I managed to watch a majority of the Newcastle game, and they just absolutely dominated Newcastle. Newcastle getting a late consolation goal, but Arsenal really have stuff ticking at the moment, and they look like a dangerous team. Same with the Liverpool game. I watched as much of that as I could, and Luton are not a team to be taken lightly at the moment. Obviously, we play Luton next, and I'm worried about that game because Luton are really turning into a good team. I think their manager, Rob Edwards, is doing a fantastic job with them, and they have a lot of players that I quite like as well, especially Gabriel Osha, I think, is the defender that Villa are targeting, because he is out of contract in the summer, and again, he looks like a bit of a baller as well. I like Luton a lot. Good team, but Liverpool and Arsenal just look on a different level to everyone at the moment. But I still think, again, City can just turn that switch and win every single game if they want to. So I think it really is a three-horse leg. Three-legged horse? I don't even know. You know what I'm trying to say. There's 3 teams in the title race. They all pick up wins. The race for 4th and 5th, Tottenham don't actually play this weekend. I don't know why they're not playing. I don't know if they have a cup game or something. I honestly couldn't think when I looked through it. No, they don't. They literally don't have a game this weekend. Bizarre. Anyway, they don't play this weekend, so we don't know what's going to happen with them just yet. I think they play Crystal Palace next weekend. But, and I say, Manchester United lost, so it's all good for Villa. Brighton drew with Everton at 1-1, getting a late goal after having a player sent off. Some good resolute play from them to actually manage to grind that out and get a result or any points at all. But again, they do drop points, and it's another team that are close to Villa in that race for 5th. So that is another fantastic result for us. And then Crystal Palace, under their new manager, picking up a 3-0 win against Burnley. I'm hoping that new manager bounce carries over to next week and they manage to beat Tottenham as well, because that would be lovely for Villa. But switching it over to what that means for the Premier League table, Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal all picking up more points. Liverpool 2 points above 3rd place Arsenal, who are 6 points above Villa. So only 2 games in it between us and Arsenal, but Arsenal are really playing some good football at the moment. I like the look of them. Obviously, we go 5 points clear of Tottenham, who obviously have a game in hand against Crystal Palace next week. They must just be, maybe, are they still in Europe? I can't even remember. Maybe they're not in Europe anymore. To be fair, I don't really follow Tottenham week in, week out, so maybe that's why they're going to catch up a game in between when we're playing Ajax, obviously in mid-March. And then we open up an 8-point lead over Manchester United, who stay on 44 points whilst we move to 52. So that is a good 3-game cushion against Manchester United with only 12 games left in the season. So we really need to just grind out some results, and we are looking good for our money for 5th. Newcastle obviously lose, so they stay on 37. Brighton go up to 39, and West Ham are on 36 with a game in hand. Same with Chelsea on 35, but I don't think we should really be worrying too much about those teams. We've made a good ground this weekend. It's been a fantastic game week for Villa. I just hope that we can keep it up. In terms of the game itself, we had our bad spell, but we're back to winning ways. I don't care how we win football games, as long as we win. We were terrible against Arsenal, I thought, when we beat them 1-0. We still beat them 1-0, buzzing with that. A team could have 50 shots and we could have 1. 3 points is 3 points, and we are looking very good for our money to finish in the top 5 this season and get Champions League. Now, we need to keep it up. A massive, massive game against Luton next week, which I'll be previewing very soon. Like I say, due to work and life and stuff like that, I haven't been able to put as much time or effort into these videos or upload as many as I would like, and it does reflect in the views. I completely get that, but we are going to be back hopefully to regularly programmed schedule program, something like that, in the coming days and weeks, with a new series that's not football related that I want to kick off as well, just to help people out there. But you'll see what that is hopefully next week. We'll be back with previews, transfer videos, Aston Villa news videos and Premier League videos, all coming up very soon. I hope you guys are enjoying. Leave a like, up the Villa, and be nice to everyone. And Bruno Fernandes, retire, please.